Okay, welcome back to another video. So, this video I'm going to be pulling the drive shaft out of my cadet 1200. So, I got it up here, and I already got the tunnel cover off. The two side panels are up here. Tunnel cover is right here. Transmission, drive shaft tunnel, drive shaft cover, whatever you want to call it. I took one bolt out of here. Actually, that would be two bolts, because I took it out of here, and on the other side here there's another one. Now I gotta take that nut off, take this bolt out, take that nut off, take this bolt out, then this rubber piece will come off. But I gotta take this bolt out yet. I already took that pin out. Bolt over there on the other side I took off. I gotta take that bolt out yet. There's two bolts, and then this whole. I can struggle trying to get the drive shaft out. That's fine. Okay, we'll get started. Well, with the video, since I already started with this, I need a place to set the camera here so you guys can see. So this camera don't fall. Okay, here we go. I don't have the right tools for the job here. I'm just using what I got up here. I was gonna put this down in the shop, but I can't because my brother has his truck in there. Turn it the wrong way. Hopes when you turn it the right way sometimes. Oh no, I should have a wrench for this. Don't judge too much. My tools that I usually have up here are actually down in the shop from rebuilding the engine on here before I started the YouTube channel. I'll take it out of here so I can turn the shaft decently. I gotta get it on this side. There, maybe you guys can see a little better. Of course, the drive shafts or the shifter is in the way. It's windy. Sorry about the wind noise if there is any. Be better if it was indoors. Okay, get that bolt out, get them mixed up with the other one so that way I have troubles putting this back together. It's hard to turn the engine over. As I pinch my finger. Okay. I know, this is hard to get up. Now, get this down around the other side. Now you see that ball there? Can do this without knocking you down. That ball right there. You get that out if you can. I can't get it out because it's slippery. But if you can't get it out, just watch that it does not fall, because that just like sucks in there. To keep it in, just put grease on it, like red grease, axle grease, whatever. Just grease to hold it in there. That's what I did last couple times I had this apart, because that fell out. I had to clean it off, and I just put grease on the ball and stuck it in there. That held it in. But now that I got that done, now come over to the other side here. If I can get the socket off. Okay. We will now take this bolt out here. That's a 1/2 inch, but of course, like I said, I don't have my right tools up here, so I'm just going to use a metric. It's not what you're supposed to use, but metric size 13. If you can see that, try a glare one. 13 millimeter. Fit on it and not slip. Actually, it fits on there fairly decent. But like I said, that'd be a 12, 1/2 inch. A 1/2 inch, not 12. That'd be a 1/2 inch standard. Don't do this the way I'm doing it. I prefer doing it the way you're supposed to do it. I had this out a couple times, but like I said, when I rebuilt this engine, I took a lot of tools that I had up here, took down the shop, but I can't get this in the shop because my brother has his truck in there. He's pulling the engine out of it to replace some oil seals on it. That can be tricky to get out of, but you gotta be careful when you put it in. Just like sit it the way you brought it out, or mark it front and back, because this goes in one way. Actually, the other, if you put it in another way, you get bolted in, but then these holes are offset. They're in the front here. So that won't, nothing will line up if you put it in the wrong way. So, now that I got that out, now I will, crap, I'm gonna take, there's some bolts, not bolts, but on the clutch rod, whatever you want to call it. If you guys can see it, you guys are probably gonna end up going sideways here a little, right there, if you can see it. Threaded rod. That's actually for the brakes. Well, the brakes attached to it, but it actually hooks up to the clutch. But I have to get those two nuts off. First one's a lock nut and locks, and then the other one, you take them loose, you should be able to just turn them off by hand. But this will be the next issue, because I don't have the right tools. And I've said that several times now, I don't have the right tools. So, you guys, I don't have any way I can get you in there so you can see. So I'm just gonna, I'll pick you back up. I'll pick you back up once I get that off and getting ready to pull the drive shaft out. I usually have trouble with getting this drive shaft out, so bear with me. Okay, so I just got the clutch fork unhooked. So you gotta be careful that you don't put too much pressure and bend those there or break the clutch disc, because you do that, and it's gonna make this job a lot more expensive. So now I will go to the other side, and I think everything's unhooked, and just take it out now. I'll sit you up here so you guys can watch. That's right. You guys do the easy job and watch. There we go. This is actually easier than having to take the engine out. So, guys, I know some of you guys take the engines out. That's not necessary. Just gotta have everything at the right position. There we go. There we go. And it's out. Just like that. Once you get everything unhooked, you just take this transmission out of gear and pull it out. There you get the end of the rod out of the shaft. The end of the rod out of the shaft out of the pilot bushing that's in the end of the crankshaft and the engine. And you just basically turn it and get it out, and then basically do that. Like, do that and get it out. It's a lot easier than having to pull the engine out, I'll tell you that now. But I think we're going to have to clean this up here and then build that back up, because you see, I hope there's probably like bumps here, and that's what is supposed to go against the bearing, what's supposed to be the bearing, and when you pull the clutch, it just pivots up there and pulls the bearing back, which separates the clutch plates here. So you gotta be very careful as you're taking this apart, because I gotta get a new spring, because the end of this, you can see now he wants to take down to the shop. Do that. The end of the spring got hot. When springs get hot, they collapse. They don't have any more tension, and that's what happened here. So like an inch and a half, 2 inches of the spring is smashed down and collapsed. So my eyes are watering because of the wind here, the cold wind. I hate it. But we'll now take it out. Now that we got it out, we'll take it down to the shop and try to do this. I gotta be very careful that the spring don't fly off. Well, kind of show you how this comes apart. So I'm gonna take it down here and work. Okay, so got down in the shop here, and everything you can get rebuild kits for this. You might actually be able to get a whole drive shaft. That's like 300, 400 bucks. All I need is this here. I need a bearing. You know, a bearing. That's what that's supposed to be. But as you can, it might be a little hard to see, but yeah, there ain't no bearing left to it. with that not turning, it's grinding away at this here clutch fork, grinding away at it here. This, I don't know why the previous owners didn't just fix it. Because this happens to you, fix it, and don't try to jerry rig it. I actually might have to put that in the press. That's what you guys are sitting on. Yes. I took this apart already before. I'm pretty sure I had it in this here press. Last time I had it apart, I was fixing the, well, trying. When I had the engine out, I had to lubricate this here shaft to get it working a little better. I took it all apart because nothing was working on the shaft. Nothing was sliding. So I took it apart and put anti-seize on. I got it. The shaft for the plates. These here plates. I had to put it on for the pilot bushing. Keep that from wearing out. And on the shaft from like there up. There up. So this plate don't move, but this here plate does. Free riding, kinda. And that's the one that has to move freely, and it wasn't. So that kinda fixed some of the issues. But sorry about shaking you guys. I gotta find a place to put you. Before you get dizzy. I gotta find a place to sit you guys here. Okay. Now, you guys will be good here. As long as I don't bump you and knock you off. Because that's not a soft landing. So, raise this here up. Yeah, that's thinking right here. Okay, so there's a little pin at the end of the shaft, drive shaft. Not the drive shaft, the spring. What am I thinking? At the spring here. That's what the spring rides on. And you have to take that, you put it in your press, or whatever you want to use to depress the spring here. And then you just push down on it, get that spring loosened up, freed up there. And then basically just try to beat it out. But I put this in here wrong, so I gotta get a different setup here. So I can actually look what's that metal. So I can get to that pin. It's this pin. This is the pin I'm talking about. It's what the spring pushes against. Pushes against this one and this bearing. I'm honestly not exactly sure how to get the bearing off. That's going to be interesting. But you gotta depress the spring. Take that pin out and slowly let off of it. Oh, there's a Allen key, or an little Allen bolt. You gotta get out of there, I think. I never took this part of the shaft apart, so bear with me. Kinda learning as I go here. But I know you take that out, and you might not have to take that out. We'll see. You guys are watching the video before you started on it. Otherwise, you guys are gonna be probably making fun of me. I really never had this part of this Cub Cadet apart. As far as I'm about to take this shaft. Okay, so I gotta get a hammer and a punch to get that out of there. Let me get that. Open the hammer and a punch. Maybe. There's one in here. I'm gonna use this one. Saint, I guess I don't think this is what you should use, but I just want to throw it on the floor. Can't use it if it's on the floor. So I need to figure out how I can get this to stay pressed down. Stand the handle out here. That actually might hold it. I don't think this will press or beat out hard. I hope. I really hope. Well, it might actually be a little bugger to get out. I might have to figure out how to get it in the vise that you guys are on. Press this down all the way here. Now, I gotta separate this, and I'm gonna. Guys, don't do what I'm about to do. Yeah, I was trying to take that through the wrong way. So, I gotta sit you guys over here so I can get the device here. Might have just made it a little worse for you guys to see. I will try that. Okay, I'm using the wrong tool for this job. You know, you want to use the punch that you need to hold this apart. Guys, make sure to break that down. That makes your job a little easier, you know. If you use the tool that you need. Just don't squeeze it too hard that you pinch it in there. I don't want to touch that, so I'm just going to use the hammer and see if I can send it through the window. Here we go. So that worked. I hope I didn't put it in backwards. Yeah, that don't look like it. Here we go. Let's see if it'll go. I have to tighten it a little bit more because I'm gonna get a different punch. Bear with me. I'll use that one when I have to beat it through, but I just gotta get it moving first. And I gotta have a different one to do that. one here. That'll work. Probably the one that I need is over near the. Oh no, here's one. There we go. Of course, it's bouncing all over the place. Okay, now gotta use the smaller one. Get the rest of the way through. I think there's special punches that you use to get them out, but I don't have them. There. It's just a little pin. Special pin for this. Just don't. Worst comes to worst, you may have to heat it up. Like heat the shaft up around this. Just do not mushroom the end of that, otherwise you're going to be grinding it all. It causes yourself a lot more work. Now the question is, how in the devil am I doing this job? When getting this out without that flying apart. I have to put this in here. Yeah. Yeah. Don't do this. Don't do this the exact way I'm doing it unless you absolutely want to. This is more or less a video on how not to do this. That'll work though. Come on. There we go. Hey, it didn't fly apart. I'll be dead. Okay. That's what you want to do. No, don't do that. Oh, maybe by the time I'm done here. Flew apart by then. Okay, my idea is working. Can't believe it. Now you guys couldn't even see it the whole time. I didn't have you positioned. Okay. So I just put it back in here the way it was before. How do you do that? There. That's sliding free. Actually, that's not right. And where in the devil did I put the hammer? There it is. And gotta try to get this. Sorry, there's some interruption. Okay, so put it in here. The bearing is sliding. Sorry, what's supposed to be the bearing is sliding freely on the shaft here. You guys can't see because I have it on the wrong side, but I gotta get this. There's a pin going through here holding that. That'll that'll bounce right out of there because I had these plates off already. I never had the spring off, so this will come right out of here, you know. Famous last word. Another one. Don't lose these. I should be putting somewhere where I'm not going to lose them. Same thing on this side. Same little pin. Yeah, same little pin. I gotta whack my hand twice. There. That, actually, you don't even have to take, yeah, you have to take that one out, but you don't have to take it out to get that plate off. So, yeah, I'll show you that then. And now I just gotta get this out. This ain't a puller. Like, if someone does trade, I'll talk to you about that then. I'm not gonna say too much about that yet. I'll be at the end of the video. But this ain't, in my possession, ain't gonna be getting used to hook up the sleds and stuff like that. But we gotta try to straighten this, because it's really bent. Whoever had this before I got it, they should have took better care of it. Hate when people don't take care of this stuff, especially these old garden tractors. Can't stand when people don't take care of them. Here's a little cap, and on behind that cap, towards the spring, that's how that goes on. Where the clutch disc is, where the spring is. There's a little anti-rattle spring here. Don't lose either one of these, but don't lose any of the parts for this. But that just goes and sits inside there like that. That over here, so that way it'll fall on the ground and be going forever. You can see it's a mess in here. Okay. Alright. Polished nice. There's the, well, what's supposed to be a bearing. That's the washer that they welded. They welded that washer on. Instead of fixing it, they welded that on. You can see. Now look what we're dealing with. Just because I didn't fix it. I gotta get it. Again, all the tools that are supposed to be in this shop are over in the other one. You shouldn't be using these for this job. Don't use these. I gotta get better tool for the job. That's not what these are meant for. Okay, the world's biggest pliers, and put them in here. About time to fall down on the ground. Alright. I need a bigger hammer. Here's one with a short handle. Can't talk. Basically a stubby hammer here. Okay, at least some piece in the... I was gonna be able to make a new bearing here. Ain't happening. No. That I'm not doing that. But there is, I think, what the bearing is supposed to look like that, with, you know, bearings in there, the little roller bearings, and, you know, that's supposed to be ground and not ended right there. No. Yeah. I get the obliterated. Yeah. Yeah. It's usable yet. Yeah, just don't look at that side. No, I'm not sure where this here washer gauge that I'm trying to take off of here, or what it's to. I'm not sure where that goes. Right here. The bearing. There. I got it. I can't believe it. Wow. Look. That's like worn flat. That is terrible. Yeah. But you see, that's what the whole spring is supposed to look like right there. And then that right there is what got hot. So that would probably come out about this far yet. There's about that far, that much of the spring that is gone. Well, not gone, but you know, because of it getting hot, that much of the spring is not there. Because of it collapsing. That end of the spring is flattened. So this spring is worn out. So the parts to here for it, at least. I'm gonna take this out. Now that goes in the end of the spring there. Guess I don't know if that's like a bushing or what in the devil that is. There's a little Allen there, I think supposed to hold this still. Yeah, it wasn't doing that. But there we go. At least the shaft isn't all ate up and deformed and all of the above. But that I'm gonna beat through. Just keep it from causing more issues. There. Here we go. Yes. Not the way this is supposed to be. Guys, keep your bearing cleaned. and greased. Don't let happen what the previous owners did to this. Here, I'll show you, instead of the bearing, I'll show you the pieces of the bearing. So, here are the pieces. Pieces. That's not part of the bearing, that's part of the spring. There. Wait a minute. That's, no. Here. Those. There's all three there. Part of this here bearing. Actually, I'm missing a piece. No, that's from another project. One of the many projects that we have. Where in the devil did I put that? I'm looking for the... Oh, there it is. See if I can cut myself with it. There we go. There. Now I think I collected all the pieces except the rollers. Yeah. Don't let that happen. If that happens, take it apart and put a new bearing in. It ain't worth trying to ruin everything else. As you can see, it's all bent. I think that's supposed to be like, I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or not. I never had one of these clutches apart the way it's supposed to be. But yeah, I imagine that's not supposed to be bent like that. So here we go. Don't lose that. Right there. Well, that's, I think, gonna be it for this video. Camera is, I think, getting low on batteries, so next video will be probably putting this stuff back together. I'll get the bearing and spring ordered up, and we'll put this back together, put it back in, and see if it still don't work. But guys, comment below, would you guys like to see a Kubota 3-cylinder Kubota diesel swap on the channel? I would like to do it, but would you guys like to see that? Maybe in like a Kubota, or not a Kubota, get a Kubota or Cub Cadet low boy, like 184, one of the bigger ones, bigger than a 154, one of the bigger ones, and do the diesel swap. I know they have, from factory, they have 4-cylinder gas engine in, but doing a diesel swap like that is one of my dream projects that I would like to do. But I have to get rid of one of my projects that I have now to do it. Because, you know, too many projects. Either sell the Cub Cadet that I have that we're working on, or I'll just try to trade. Do a trade on it. That'll depend if I can. I only do a trade if I can get, if someone will trade a 3-cylinder Kubota diesel for it. It's probably not going to be a perfectly fair trade, but we'll see what's out there. But comment below. Would you guys like to see that on the channel? I think it'd be a cool series to do. But I don't know. I've been talking about it. But I think it could be a neat project with restoring it and stuff like that to do on the channel. Because I'm not seeing many videos on YouTube and stuff like that of people doing swaps like that. And they get like, there's a couple videos of diesel, but I haven't seen any people with doing Kubota diesel swaps and cadet low boys. It's not something that you just get an engine and slap it in there. There's a lot of stuff that you have to do to make it work. And there's probably a reason that there ain't any videos of it. But I think that'd be a cool series to do. But just let me know. Comment below. What would you guys like to see us swap Kubota diesel